All right, slide in 1 dot. There you go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Perfect. Back row. Miss Samantha did a great job setting where the back row is going to be. Miss Shari, right there by Sydney. Thank you, ma'am. All right, 4 and 4. So here we go. Harai Kihon no Kama. Just a quick reminder, and we're going to take a second to do it. Go ahead. We don't do a ton of grip switches with our kamas for this particular kata, but I want you to practice the mechanic. So holding them down by the ends, you're going to grab, you're going to switch, and you're going to re-grab. Right? You're going to pinch it between your thumb and your finger. Let them slide. Practice both sides, down and back. Because when we work other kama katas, you're definitely going to have that mechanic. So we're going to go ahead and practice it a little bit today. All right, this particular kata, those of you who were here last week, or if you've already done this kata before, you know, there's no grip switches. It's just a few moves over and over and over again. Yay. All right. So we've got our grip switches. Other things to remember. If I'm parrying, I want to use the side that's connected, not the pointy side, right? When I'm parrying, I'm basically bringing it across my body. And in particular on this kata, we're only going to do that with the right hand. We're going to parry before we end up setting a back stance. On the video, you'll see Hanchi Baker does something like this a lot. He brings them both around like this. Totally fine. For our purposes, I want us to work the parry, pass off, and hook. Parry, pass off, and hook. Sorry, I wasn't doing it mirrored. You're going to do it with your right hand, parry, pass off, and hook with the left. Parry, pass off, and hook. One of the reasons that it's important to use the corner part for your parry is if I don't, watch what happens if I use the pointy part for my parry. You see where that's headed? That seems like a bad plan. So I want to make sure I use the handle and the connected part for my parry, because now that's the part that's coming past me. I'm in less danger. All right. Okay, so we have the parry and the pass off for our back stance. Okay. Let's jump right in, because we did all the basic moves of Karai Kihon no Kama last week. I cannot mirror this. You're going to have to follow me going forward. All right. Start with the bow, step out. All right, very first move, step back with your right foot, back stance. There's your double knife hand, or your kama blocks. Okay, so we're going to step forward with the right foot, and we're going to end up in an X stance, and we're going to cut outwards low. We step up with the right, tuck in with the left, cut outwards low. Step forward with the left. That's the part that breaks me every time. Cut across and in. Step back with the left foot. Outwards high. All right, so it's low, middle, high on those 3 cuts. Just do those 3 again. All right, start from your back stance. All right, everybody should have space because nobody's moving backwards past where they're at right now. So you're going to do your step up X stance, outwards low. Step forward with the left, inwards middle. Belly level, right? There you go. Don't tilt them up. There. And step back with the left, outwards high. So you go low, middle, high with 3 different cuts. All right, on your own. You got 30 seconds to practice those 3 steps. Start from your back stance and go. You're on your own. Sydney, get lower on that X stance. Just because I know you know an X stance. Right. Switch your feet for me, Miss Samantha. There you go. So we're going to step up with the right foot, tuck in with the left, and cut low. Now we're going to step up with the left, cut middle, step back with the left, cut high. You got it. Keep going. I put the foot that's in front on top, just like a normal X block. Foot that's in front, that hand's on top. Now, because you're coming back out, you're going to end up having the same hand on top both places. So I come in low, I step up this way, and then I come back out. You've got the moves. Here's what I need you to do. I want you here, not there. Nope, I don't want it tilted down as much. I want it more horizontal. There you go. All right, next piece. So put your right foot in front. We just finished our cut high. Pull your right foot back. Right hand's going to come around and hook. Left hand's going to chamber. Right hand's going to come around and hook. Now you're going to pull in with your right hand, side kick to that side, and then put it down right beside your left foot. Now step toward the mirrors with your left foot, double down strike. Awesome, just those pieces. Start with your right in front. We just did our high cross. Pull back with the right, hook with the right. Side kick, put it down. Step forward with the left, double down strike. All right, those three pieces by themselves. Start with your right foot in front. Pull back, hook, side kick. And step forward with the left, double strike. Again. Just work it. Starting from here. You got it. Nice, good job, keep it up. That's it. So when I step back, that's my hook. Because my hook is catching. Sydney, I'm going to borrow you for a second. All right, if you have a question on the order or the reason for this, I'm going to demonstrate with Sydney. Let me use that one. It's slightly less sharp. All right. So I just went here to cut myself out of a net or something like that. Right? Or if I got lucky and she was crowding in, she probably pulled back because she didn't want to lose her throat. Right? Okay. So the next thing is if she's still crouching in, I'm going to step back. I'm going to hook here and pull in. The reason for that is because now I have this. I told you we're going to chamber that hand as we do our kick. So if that's there and I throw this kick and this is coming back toward me, commas are not, let's face it, we're talking about weapons here. Many of our weapons that we use are blunt. The bow, the sai are technically blunt except for the tip. Tonfa are blunt. Most of them, these were not blunt. And so we use them as though they're not blunt. They were, they were tools, and then they were also weapons for survival. So that's the whole reason for that move. Now stepping back in. Here's the other reason why we do the step that way. Remember we've talked before about directions in a kata. Directions in a kata are not necessarily, I kicked this person and I turn around because they got a buddy. Right? That's not, while that might occasionally be the case, it wasn't like, oh, some random guy jumped up out of the middle of the field and came and attacked me now. Right? What the kata is showing is that I managed to, if I turn to my back, that means I got behind them and I'm facing the other direction on them. Right? So what happens if I go for this, Sydney manages to not get cut as I pull through and kick, she's probably going to run past me, right? Because she's trying to avoid the kick and the pull on the kama. Now she's over here. So I managed to get behind her as she runs past. Come back over here. All right, let's come up here so we can see it on the screen too, so the people who watch it later can see it. All right, so if Sydney's here and I hook her and I go to throw that kick, well, she's going to try to avoid this pull and the kick, so she's going to try to get there. So I went and got her when she turned around. Right, so the direction change is about me getting behind her somehow. And in that particular case, that's probably how I ended up behind her. All right, grab your comments, head back to your spot. Does that make sense? Cool, cool. Practice those 3 moves a couple more times, and then we'll jump into the next piece. Everybody else keep practicing. Ask your question. It's sideways. No, it's a hook. It's a hook. I can kill you, but I'm not going to hook you like this. Good job, Ryan. One thing here, go ahead and pull it behind. It's a elevated X stance. Yep. So the footwork on this kata breaks me in a couple places. The one is the very second move when you got your left foot tucked behind and you don't open up with the right foot before you go forward. That hurts my head. The other thing is I've tucked back and I'm still going to chamber that side kick. That, right. If you were to ask me why, I would say it's because if I'm hooking and pulling back, I want that stopper. If I just come here, I'm still. All right, let's put those 6 pieces or those 6 or 7 pieces together, and then we'll add some more. All right, so we start from the beginning with our back stance. Awesome. Step up, X stance, cut low. Step forward, cut middle. Step back, outward high. Pull the right foot back, hook. Side kick, put it down. Step with the left, double down strike. Very good. Okay, do all those 6 pieces. I'm going to give you like 10 seconds. You might get through it once or twice. Go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Awesome, awesome. Okay, let's add the next piece. So we're facing the mirrors because we just went that way. Left foot's in front, double down strike. Beautiful. All right, from there, we're going to step back with the left foot. And as we do, our right hand is going to cut sideways high to the outside. Our left hand is going to cut sideways low to the outside. So think this motion that we already did, but one is high and one is low. And there's your ki. Good, good. From there, I want to take my left foot, pull it all the way behind me, cut across to the middle, inside, step up with the left, those go out. All right, so now that you're facing this way, we were here for our down strikes. I pull back, no, face this way, Sydney. I pull back, high, low, there's my ki. I pull the left all the way through, cut across to the inside. Step up with the left, cut across to the outside in the middle. Now I'm going to step up with the right foot, pivot 90 degrees and go back to my back stance. And guess what? You do it all again. All right, so here's what I want to have happen. Samantha, Natalie, step up a dot. Shari, Joelle, step up a dot. So everybody make sure you're starting out on a dot. That way everybody's got space front to back. Until we make the turn, everybody's just going to go front to back. All right, so go all the way up to your turn, stop, reset, go again. All right, I'll do it the first time with you. Here we go. So we're starting from our back stance. Ready? So we step up, low, forward, in middle, back, high, out. Good so far. Right foot pulls back, hook. Pull in, side kick, Put it down, step forward, double strike, left foot's in front. Awesome, awesome. Beautiful. Nice fix up there. All right, from there, pull your left foot back. High, low, ki. Left foot pulls all the way through. Cut middle to the inside. Ready, go. Pull all the way through. Now you're facing the front again. Into the middle. Left advances. Out from the middle. Right foot advances. Good, good. Okay, so start on the dot that I just had you start on. Everybody should be staggered. Everybody should have space. Do that whole section. Get all the way to the turn. When you get to the turn, don't do it again facing the other way, because if somebody's not in the same pace as you, then we'll clash. But if you can do that whole thing and make the turn, then you've got the kata. All right, here we go. On your own time, go. X, step forward, middle, pull back, high. Pull back again, hook, high kick. Here's what I want you to do. I want you to keep an eye on Sydney. So I'm going to have you two trade places so that she's right in front of you. All right. Keep an eye on her and follow what she's doing. All right. Sydney, at her speed, please. Thank you, ma'am. Go ahead and step right there. Oh, Samantha, switch feet. Good, good. That's right, Shari.
I think that's what's throwing me a little bit. Yep. Harder when you think about it. Then you just do it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think everybody in my front row has done this kata before, right? No? Okay. I knew Dolores had. You have. Well, unless you did it in weapons, you probably haven't, because this is the only time we've done it. Okay. This isn't the only rotation we've done it in. It's just this seminar thing is the only time we've done this particular kata. But since I didn't get to teach all of the weapons seminars, I don't know who was here for what yet. I have a spreadsheet. It's not that I can't find out. It's just I don't know off the top of my head.
Yep.
There you go. Switch with the other. Step with your other foot. So on your after you kick, step out here and then pull back. Yeah, there you go. Pull all the way through. There you go. Backwards, Sydney. Your strikes were backwards. After you spin, when you pull all the way through, that one's to the inside, then to the out, because you want that one out there so that you can do your parry. Or Mariyoshi no Kama.
That's the reason for me doing it.
So
I need to go.
just think about what the motion is. It's Mariyoshi is I'm either smashing you here or I'm smashing you there. And then I'm trying to reach around behind and pull. This one is not that motion. This one is that motion.
Yes.
So go ahead, make the motion.
So.
Yeah.
Okay, make
step with the other foot because you're pulling me toward you.
So.
There you go. Now I know what I'm doing. That's like you know, what every instructor wants to hear. Yay, I know what I'm doing. All right, so everybody pause for 1 second. This is just like little refinement pieces at this point. But it's going to make a difference in how the kata feels to you. There are 90-degree angles all over the place with these. And biomechanics says my wrist is stronger when it's straight than when it's like this. Right? So if I need to come through, keep that wrist as straight as possible. If I do my blocks, I do my blocks here so that my wrist is straight, not here where my wrist is not straight. Make sense? When I do my strikes, I move the weapon through. I don't bend my wrist to pull it through. Make sense? Because I lose strength and power that way. So keep this. You want this to be your 90-degree, right? Think about when you line up your punch, you want that first knuckle and a straight line to go all the way down that bone, right? That way it all ends up traveling back to your shoulder. That also means your wrist isn't going to bend. Make sure you can see what I'm about to do. If I do a vertical punch, I don't want play in my wrist this way, right? I don't want my wrist to go up and down. My vertical punch comes in where the wrist stays straight. Because if I don't, I'm going to bend it one way or the other. Well, yes, you're using a weapon. You're using a bladed weapon, in fact. But you're still hitting something that's going to give you resistance. So make sure your physical mechanics are solid, just like you would in normal karate without a weapon. Keep everything tight, right? If I do this because I think it makes me faster or it looks cooler, right? Yeah, you might look cooler until you hit something, and then you're going to be wrapped up with a brace. That's like no fun. No, just little mechanics things, right? Making sure your karate is super solid, and then we add the weapon. By the way, how easy is it to see whether or not my wrist is bent when I have something in it, right? Much easier because there's a bigger thing moving. That's also part of why we teach the weapon. So I can go, hey, look, my wrist is straight. I'm good to go. So if I'm completely straight here, there's going to be a slight forward tilt on my kama. Right? If I pull it back to where that's not forward tilted, then that means I've bent my wrist this direction. Slight forward tilt, that's about it. But I don't want it to be out here where I've lost all the power in my wrist. Good to go? Cool, let's run through it together one more time, and then we'll go grab boats. All right, so everybody's on a dot. Step back. Very nice. Step up, X stance, low. Step up, front stance, middle. Pull back, front stance, high. Pull back, hook. Pull in, side kick, put it down. Step with the left, double down strike. Awesome, pull back, high, low, ki. 180 turn, pulling your left foot all the way through. Cut across the inside middle. Yep. Step up with the left, outside middle. Step up with the right, parry, and set. Let's do it again. Ready? So we go X. Step forward, middle. Pull back, high. Pull back, hook. Belly should be toward the mirrors. Awesome. Side kick to the creed wall. Put it down. Step forward with the left toward the windows. Double down. Awesome. Pull back with the left. High, low, ki. Left foot pulls through. Cut middle. Left foot steps forward. Cut out, middle. Right foot advances. Parry. Awesome, awesome. Samantha, do me a favor. Shift to your right just about half a dot. A little bit more. Thank you, ma'am. All right, that's now the front for this section. So we step up with the right, X stance, cut low, go. Step up with the left, cut middle. Pull back with the left, cut high. Pull back with the right, hook. Side kick toward the mirrors. Face the chairs. Left foot advances, double down strike. Pull back, high, low, ki. Pull through with the left, cut middle. Step up with the left, cut middle. Advance and turn with the right, carry. Good to go. Again, now the windows is the front. Ready, step up, X, low. Step forward, left, middle. Pull back. High, good job. Pull back, hook. Side kick, put it down, step forward with the left, double down. Pull back with the left, high, low, ki. Left foot swings all the way through, cut middle, ready, go. Left foot advances, cut middle. Right foot advances, parry. Guess what? We did it all 4 times. Right foot comes to left, kamas come together. Bow and you're finished. Congratulations, you did the entirety of Kihon no Kama, Harai Kihon no Kama. Yay, 2 claps. We're only 2 weeks in and you did the whole kata. Good job. Go drop those off, grab bows. It's exactly what it is. Yep. So when I twist them, I pinch here, I let it swing through. All right, so if my thumb is here, I'm going to leave my thumb there. I'm just going to slide my fingers back and let it slide down. And then roll. I start here. My thumb stays there. My fingers slide back here. Just like this. Now I let it roll through. Right, so now it looks like it's in the wrong direction, right? So I'm just going to twist it and slide my thumb to the other side. So curl your fingers toward your belly and slide it around. All right, so the places where I had you guys staggered, go back to those because bow 7's a bigger weapon. Let's do this. Everybody slide back 1 dot though. Cool. All right, just so that, I don't take out family members who are here. That would be bad. All right, so bow 7, we start with the bow on the right side. Start with the bow on the right side. We reach across, we grab, we step out with the left, and we press down. So right now we're in a neutral grip. I want to do one thing. Ryan, can you and Samantha trade places, please? When we start moving, I'll probably switch back, but until we move a lot, she's having a heck of a time seeing past you. Ryan makes a better door than a window, right? Okay, so we reach up, we grab, we step out. So we're in a neutral grip. That means our thumbs are to the inside. We're about to switch to a left hand grip, means our thumbs are to the left side. Just for reference, a right hand grip means both thumbs are to the right side. All right. Now, for those of you who've never played with a bow before, eventually you need to be able to switch back and forth from left to right fairly quickly. All right, but think about it this way. This is neutral, meaning they're both in. Left, right. If both of them are out, I'm in trouble. That's not really a grip. That's how we do, curls. But that's not a bow grip because now I can't really make it do what I want it to do. So if you find yourself there, one or both of your hands probably needs to switch. No. All right, now the other thing. When we're doing a bow kata, don't switch your hands unless I tell you to. Just don't. Just don't. It'll be easier that way, I promise. Okay, so we start here. We reach up, we flip the right hand over so that as we step out, we're in a neutral grip. Now this time we're going to switch our left hand over. It's going to be palm up. Shift into a back stance as we lift the bow up to block and elevate. And like I said last week, as we get fluid with this, all of this kind of happens at once. From there, remember, don't switch your grip. Still both thumbs to the left. I want to pull the left hip to the outside of my body on the back. All right, so towards Ryan. On the outside of my body, I'm going to come over the top and I'm going to smash down with my left hand in front. And in the process, I'm going to shift to a front stance. Now I'm going to curl everything back like I'm curling. I'm not going to pull my foot back. I'm just going to curl my hand back, almost like an outer block. And I'm going to shoot it straight out for a punch. All right, let me do it mirrored with you. All right, so we're here, press. Flip the left hand over. Up and elevate for the block. Your left hand comes to the outside of your body, behind you. Comes around and strikes down. Then I curl it in, punch. Now I want the bow on the outside of my arm for that punch, right? Anytime I do a side strike or a punch, there we go, just like that. Perfect. Okay, then from there, I'm gonna flip both hands over, turn to a back stance going the other way, up and elevate. Pull the right hand to the outside of your body, around, down strike, punch. All right, just do that section, just back and forth where you're at, left side, right side, a few times. Down. So before you go up, switch that hand over. Yep. Here, pull down and strike and punch. Good, good. All right. I know we don't all have it perfect yet, but that's okay. We're going to add the next little bit and continue to refine and improve. You guys are doing fantastic, especially if you've never touched a bow before. You guys are doing great. So here we go. We start here, down, up, down strike, punch. Flip the grip, up, down strike, punch. Now I'm going to keep this grip. I just want to get to the other end of my bow. So I'm going to slide it back. It's called traveling. Take your left foot, step toward the front. You're going to bring the bottom end of your bow to the inside. It's like I'm trying to stab Miss Joelle in the foot, and she said, no, thank you. Right? That's exactly what it is. It's an inside shin block. She said, no, Mr. Jeff, I'm going to make you pay for that now. So she's going to travel the bow back. Don't switch her grip. But she's going to step up, and she's going to side strike me right in the side of the head. Whack! Ah! Okay. So we step up, left. Pull it back, step up, side strike. Okay, let's just add those two pieces and we're going to go from there because the next piece is a kneel. All right, so face this way. We just did our punch. Travel the bow. Step forward with the left foot. Inside shin block. From there, pull the bow back. Step up with the right foot. Side strike. Now, don't move your feet. Don't switch your hands. Lift it up. Bring it around. And bring it through. All right, do that again. Start from your side strike. Don't switch your hands. Right hand grip. Come up, come around, and bring it all the way through. Very nice. One more time. Start with your side strike. Come up, over your head and around, and swing all the way through. You're doing great. I'm watching you on the screen. Looking around to see if she's got it, and she does. Hey, look, everybody's doing a great job. I'd say give yourself 2 claps, but you'd have to let go of the bow. So there you go. Now we got to add the kneel to it. This is everybody's favorite, unless you're over 12. Then it's not your favorite, probably. All right, so we come in for the inside shin. We step up with the right, side strike. Now I'm going to get this foot out of the way. As I start my move, I'm going to come back in with that foot. I'm going to drop to my left knee as this comes all the way up. Everybody's looking really good. From there, just pull your right hand back to your shoulder. Stand up, bring your feet together. Side strike. Okay, let's get to there first. Because the next piece is 2 directional spins. And all right, here we go. From the top, we step out, press down, block, elevate, pull through, down strike, punch. Shift sides, block, elevate, down strike, punch. Step up with the left, inside shin. Step up with the right, side strike. Make sure your right foot's in front. There you go. Up and around, all the way through as we drop to our knee. Pull your right hand back to your shoulder, stand up, side strike. Okay, now here's the next piece I need everybody to do. I need everybody to make sure you have plenty of space. So start on the dot where I started you. I know we've moved a little bit from doing the kata. Start on the dot where I started. Shari, slide back 1 dot for me, ma'am. Joelle's right there, and Dolores back there. Yes, ma'am, right there on that dot. Fantastic, okay. So you just stood up and you did your side strike with your right hand, correct? Now I'm gonna try to mirror this, and I'm probably gonna break it. Here's the deal. I want the bow to stay basically on the center of my body, but it's gonna move straight back. And when it does, I want to take my right hand and flip it over. Actually, both hands are gonna flip over, right? So I just want it to come straight back. So whatever end of my bow is forward right now, it's gonna stay forward, right? I did my side strike, bang. I want to pull back. And I want to side strike with the other side. All right, so we do that again. Here's my side strike. Pull back. I told you I was going to break it whenever I mirrored it. Do your side strike. This time, as you pull back, you're going to flip this hand over and you're going to re-grab with the other one. It's going to come all the way forward. So you're going to switch which hand's in front. So start from your side strike. Here's how we're going to do it. Start with your side strike. Just take your front hand and flip it over. That's all I'm worried about right now. Take your front hand, flip it over. Just pull it back, take your front hand, flip it over. Pull it back, take your front hand, flip it over. Start from your right hand grip, both thumbs to the right. You just did your side strike. Pull it back and flip your right hand over. Pull it back and flip your right. Pull it back and flip your right. Right hand side strike. Make sure it's outside your elbow. All right. So from there, take your front hand, open it up. Pull back with your left hand and turn your right hand over. I want your thumb pointed toward you when we're finished. So it starts with your right hand, your thumb's pointed away from you. And when you flip it over, you're going to be in a neutral grip for now, just for what we're doing, right? Side strike. Let me turn this way so you can see exactly what I'm doing. I'm pulling it back and I'm just turning my front hand over. You worked so hard, your belt came off. All right, everybody just practice that piece. I'm going to move around so I can help coach it, but you're here, pull it back and turn your front hand over. That's all I need you to do for now. Yep, a few times, just practice it back and forth, turn it over, pull it back, turn your right hand over. Start from your side strike, pull it back, turn your right hand over. Awesome, awesome. We're looking good so far. Start here. Now take this hand and turn it this way as you pull it back. So pull the whole thing back this way and just turn this hand over. Start from there where you did your strike. Bang. Pull it back, turn that hand over. Good. Now you got that. Practice that like 1,200 times. If you lose count, you can stop at 5. All right, now we got to add the next piece, the re-grab. This is the part where I told you I was going to break it when I tried to mirror it because I'm not used to doing it from that side. All right, so we do our side strike. Not only do I want to flip my grip with my right hand, I also want my left hand to come all the way forward. So both thumbs are pointed toward me. It ends up being a right hand grip again. All right, so I'm going from here, right hand grip. Flip both hands over and step, pull forward. Now I can do another right hand strike. That's where we want to be, right? So don't even worry about the footwork right now. We go right side strike, pull it back, re-grab, right side strike, pull it back, re-grab. And in this kata, you only have to be able to do this one direction, which is why I broke it when I tried to mirror it. And my side strike, pull back, re-grab, side strike again. All right, so show me your side strike, your very first one. Right hand's out, boom. All right, pull this hand on the inside, just like that, and keep that tucked underneath. Boom, there's your side strike. Okay, so now you're gonna flip that hand over as you pull this back over your head. Okay, now I want you to take this hand, reach way down there, boom, and pull this over your head. Now side strike again, just don't kill me. That's the move. All right, so see how everything's back where it was on for your side strike? Pull it back and flip this hand over. Flip that way out here. Now pull it up and over your head. That hand's got to be underneath. Grab underneath and spin around the other way. Just keep practicing that move. All right, we're here. Pull back, re-grab. Now I got to not mirror it. I'm facing the same way as you. Side strike, pull back, re-grab, side strike, pull back, re-grab. This is one of the two places where the handwork in bow 7 goes, what? Once you get it, then you're like, oh, I can do this all day. And literally you could, because it's the exact same, you're putting yourself right back in the same starting spot. All right, so we don't have to be experts at it today. Let's start from here, side strike. Pull back and re-grab. This time I'm gonna step out to my horse stance as I do that second side strike. All right, so I'm still with the right. Perfect, perfect. Everybody's looking good, super. Okay, from here, I'm gonna lift it higher than my head. Don't switch your grip. Just come around and bring your left arm underneath your armpit. So it's what we call a weak side strike. Weak side strike just means I have one arm underneath the other. This is a strong side strike. This is a weak side strike because I'm not in a position to do the same mechanics. Not for any other reason other than we needed a name to call it. So I went from here, side, step out, side, horse stance. Come up higher than your head, weak side strike. Good, 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 good. Put that hand out here and pull that hand underneath your armpit, just like that, perfect. Okay, so we're on our weak side strike. 2 pieces in the next move. Take your right hand, pull it all the way back and around, and you're gonna go up. All right, start there again. We're at our weak side strike. Right hand comes all the way through and goes up. One more time, weak side strike. Notice I'm not changing my grip at all. I'm not letting go of my bow. I'm on my weak side strike, all the way around and up. From there, when I finish that, I'm gonna pull it back to the outside of my body and down strike. Good, good. So start weak side strike. All the way around and up. Right hand comes down and smashes. Cool. Now let's put the footwork with it. So you're in your horse stance with your weak side strike. Step forward with your left foot. And it goes all the way up. From there, hold that position. Front kick, put it down in front. Now, as you finish your down strike, you tuck into an X stance. There's your ki. Pull your left foot back and punch. Okay, that's the first major stem of the kata. So let's go all the way through it. And then it's sadly going to be time for today. All right, here we go. You're doing great. Everybody's doing great. This one's not the simplest kata. It's not bow 1. It's not even bow 2 or bow 3. It's bow 7. So here we go. Bow, reach over the top. Step out, horse stance, push down. Shift, block, elevate. Pull through, down strike with the left, punch. Other side, block, elevate. Down strike with the right, punch. Good to go so far. Step with the left foot, inside shin block. Step up with the right, side strike. Get the foot out of the way because somebody's trying to hit you. Come all the way through. From there, chamber the right hand. Stand up, feet together. Side strike. Pull back. Step out with your left foot, horse stance. Side strike again. Over your head. Weak side strike. Step up with the left foot. Right hand comes all the way around and blocks. Right hand should be reaching out in front. Right foot front kick. Pull down. Smash with the right hand. As you slide into an X stance, there's your ki. Pull back to a front stance and punch. I know it feels like the ki should be on the punch, right? But it's on the down strike. It totally feels like it should. Who feels like that's a lot of stuff? Good. Guess what? You're in good company. Look around. Almost everybody stuck their hand in the air, right? That means you're in really good company because most of these people have been doing more than one weapon before. And say, hey, that's a lot of stuff. You go, I'm not alone. Right? But okay, those of you who've done weapons rotations before, by the end of 12 weeks, even when there's a kata that has a lot of stuff in it, you feel at least competent with the kata. Maybe not your best kata ever, but you feel competent with the kata. Right? Good to go. We have time. This is week 2. So just know we're on a path. Think about when you were a white belt or an orange belt or a blue belt and came up to advanced class and went, you want me to do what? Yep, that's where we're at. It's okay. Everybody's doing fantastic. All right, so keep practicing the pieces. As far as announcements go, normal schedule all the way through December 23rd. We won't be here on the 24th on Christmas Eve for Saturday stuff. As far as the university goes, a couple of you have asked, we are in the process of restructuring the university. The goal is to have it done this weekend by Monday or Tuesday, having caught up with all the stuff that's supposed to be posted on it. So thank you so much for your patience and understanding as we try to simplify and streamline that piece of it. It will be up soon. Just wanted to let you know that it, yes, we're aware and it is coming. So thanks so much for your questions about it. Trying to make sure I didn't forget something. I appreciate that because we all know that's possible. But thanks for your patience as we try to reformat that a little bit. All right, ladies and gentlemen, sadly, that's all of our class time for today. So come to attention and bow. Focus position. End of class creed. Here we go. I'm a dedicated student of the martial arts, and I live by the principles of a black belt: modesty, courtesy, integrity, self-control, perseverance, and indomitable spirit. What kind of school is this? What's our goal? And the 3 most powerful words: yes, I can. Outstanding. If you want to know what piece you could practice, that or that. Those 2 pieces, those would be great to practice. Here's another piece I'm going to give you a tip on to practice. So if your right hand's in front, I want you to almost toss the weapon, slide and grab below. So we're going to do a grip switch that involves a toss. Left hand is still on it and just slides. There you go. So that gives you a heads up for what to work on between now and the next week or two. Cool. All right, guys, you're dismissed. If you're sticking around for Mr. Hideo's class, get water because you're going to need it.